Commanders got back to work today for the first time since their preseason opener, which you saw right here on WUSA 9. As part of our partnership with the Commanders, we're going to provide you with the most comprehensive coverage and exclusive content that you won't see anywhere else.
Yeah, let's head out live now to Ashburn, Virginia, where Chick Hernandez was out at training camp for what they're calling Tell the Truth Monday.
Oh.
Eric Flax with them as well. Hi, gentlemen.
Hello, how are y'all?
You know what the truth is? The truth is it's not as hot today as it has been.
So here's what the bone I have to pick, because Simone came out here and nearly, we had to have EMTs come out.
Last week she was like, it's so hot.
Adam Longo came out. He's trying to do a marathon. He can't run 4 feet because it's ridiculous. And then this is a gorgeous day.
This is nice.
Oh, so it's easy for you.
We should do this all the time.
Okay, then. You got a chance to see practice for the first time.
Yeah.
There's no wasted movement here.
No wasted movement, and I think everybody's real intentional. We're one game into this preseason slate. I mean, there are players fighting for their roster lives. There are young rookies trying to make a mark. There are people on the injury report. I mean, we're in the thick of it right now, but the energy still seems very high.
Very good. After a game on Saturday, which of course you saw right here on WSA 9. Ding, ding for the plug.
You did a great job, by the way.
Thank
you really did.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nice.
Did you actually watch the game?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
I watched.
making sure.
I watched for B-Mitch, but you did good, too.
Good. That's excellent. I didn't realize you were contractually obligated to watch. You mentioned injury reports. So here is some of the news coming out of that game here. So backup quarterback Sam Hartman's got a shoulder, did not practice today. Tackle Brandon Coleman, also a shoulder, did not practice. And if they don't get back to practice by Thursday's joint practice at Miami, they will not play in the preseason game. They're waiting on tests on linebacker Jordan McGee. That's the one real negative. Knee injury, not sure where he is. They're hoping for the best.
Dan Quinn did not sound real positive about that one.
Correct. As for the score, it didn't make a difference that they lost to the New York Jets. It's about making plays, and the coaching staff knows there are guys who don't have guaranteed spots. They know what they're going through.
Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate.
A lot of angst, on everybody on the roster when you don't know where you're at, how you stand, or where you're at on your performance. So the best thing that that we talk about is like engagement with the coaches. And so there were some examples of that today. What did you see here? What were you looking at, so we can have a better insight about why something may or may not have happened. And then hopefully we can unlock that to make sure, okay, I didn't know that you weren't clear on this rule, this topic, this thing, and then we can really work to it. The second part that we hit on is like corrections are part of what we do. And so don't harden your heart to the corrections. Like if we were actually silent about them, we really wouldn't be doing any of us, any justice. So let's make sure these are the things that we thought you did well. These are the things that we want to emphasize heading into this week from practice into the game.
And of course, what everyone wants to know, after seeing the film, how did number 5 do with just one drive?
I thought he did a really good job, in a small amount of plays, you felt his presence. And everything we're doing with him, I know you guys got a lot of questions about him, is to set him up for a remarkable career, not just a preseason or a regular season. And so that's why Adam and I were so deliberate and intentional about how we practice him and how we play. And so I know everybody wants to put everything in front, but he's just knocking every step down that he's supposed to. And I think that's an important process. We're not going to miss it. I think I told you that way early on, that was going to be it. So we're setting him up to play remarkable for a long time.
And that's the awesome part is this is not a quick fix. Jaden Daniels is going to be the face of this franchise for years to come.
Even my 80-year-old mom said, I hear he did really well. I was like, yes, Mom, he did.
Did she watch the game?
Yeah, well, she watched clips. She watched her highlights.
All right. So from the guy who's playing in his first year to another guy who may have got a little more pub, a veteran.
I heard you joking on the radio last week that the fourth quarter of these preseason games, you got to be creative as a play-by-play guy about what you talk about. One of the most memorable parts outside of Jaden Daniels from that game on Saturday was a hit by one punter Tress Way, and I'll tell you, out here, everybody wanted to hear all about it.